But I'm impressed there because when you're talking of a project, I'm also a person for projects. I've created a lot of projects in the space. Some have not really taken off. Some I create and then I dump them. Some but when you're talking of a project, it takes something in me. It brings something in me. Just give us a little bit. I know you tried to, move from the top, but is it is it fun if you can actually give us a little bit of scoop? What is it all about? Because you also said the investors are more than welcome. So obviously we need to have that little.
I just knew it. You're gonna push me in that one. I'm actually gonna try to share my screen with you. It's
Okay, yeah, no,
actually
cool.
a Forex board game which I built online, and it will be the first in the world.
Oh, nice,
Uh,
nice, nice, great
yeah.
one.
So it was an 8-year project actually. I just actually trying to share my screen. Okay, yeah, correct. I don't know. That you will be able to see my screen.
Can I add it to the stream?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
there we are.
All right. There we go.
So
Looks
this,
like
so
we're
this
in the
is
metaverse. Looks like we're in the metaverse. Have you heard of metaverse?
that is exactly what I'm building actually. So this is actually the Forex board game, and so it will be on the mobile phone, which will be on Android, and then you will have it also on your Android and Apple. So basically, this is actually the look of the game that we're gonna have here. So on this part where I have my cursor on, this is actually where you will start. Now, as it looks actually very bit complex, but there will be some stuff to assist the people. But there you will have your go. You have your South African gold mine. You have the South African Reserve Bank. You have economic news, and then you have Nelson Mandela. Now there you can see you have your region of South Africa, as you can see that. And then you have your region of New Zealand. So you can see here you have a dairy farm, or it looks like a cow, actually there. That is New Zealand. And then you have New Zealand Reserve Bank, and then you have the stock market of New Zealand. So then you have New Zealand region, Australia, Canada. You see you have the Canada oil, which is important for Canada. And then you have the British, Europe, Japan, and United States. So basically, you will have also your breaking news and your economic news. That will be in the middle. I actually just wanted to show you actually a better one that I actually worked on. Yeah, we go. This is
This
actually
is
where,
massive, bro. This is massive. This is massive.
yeah. So this is actually where it came from. The whole, sorry, I just want to close this. The whole
Okay.
design of the board. So this is actually where they took it from. So you can see here you have your South African region, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Britain. But this is the most important part of the game, which is your economic news and breaking news. So I always wanted to teach people a most simpler way, fundamentals on how the news work. And then that is actually where I get to the concept of the game. So the news will come out here, breaking news, there will be war in Ukraine. And then the currencies will need to behave in a certain way. And then you will have your economic news, then that will move currencies in a certain way. So we will have 8 currencies. So you will be South Africa, I will be the United States. So there will be 8 players in the game. You will have your central banks also here. Your central bank can borrow your money. You can devalue your currency also in here. And and then you have your banking holiday. And if you get caught by scamming people, you're going straight to jail. So that is also what we...
Wow, this is
So,
interesting, eh?
yeah, so this is actually what I've been building for the last 8 years. And actually, you know what? This is actually where it started.
Okay, okay,
The,
okay.
my wife drew it on a piece of paper.
Mm.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow. You've got a strong support system from your wife, man.
You know what? I'm actually blessed on that. I must say, just imagine you tell your wife, hey, you know what, baby? I need about 6 million and I'm going to start the game. They will tell you, hey, yeah, please just go.
Just go. What so much money to waste or something, however they call it, but most they will not really support you on that.
Absolutely. And so this is actually the way it comes from, the game. And this is actually where it is now. So there's a company in the United States that is building it, Cubics. They are actually leading uh, big players in the industry. And so you will even have your title deeds in the game. So you have your property as well.
This is you. I mean, bruh, I'm mesmerized because this is more like a metaverse. You predicted metaverse before everyone knew about it. You mean when you just start talking about properties on the game and stuff?
Absolutely. So it is actually, it was difficult to build. And that's why you think you have enough money. I got it. Then you're like, oh gosh, I need to do this, I need to do that. And to be honest with you, I'm in so much debt just building this thing.
All right.
Um, but yeah.
Tell me when are you releasing it? When are you looking? What's your timeline?
Yep, we will release it in April, same May the latest. In April, it will now go to the testing phase where we check the central banks, where we see all the news work at once, the coins, the icons, and all of those things are working. So in April, I will have the game, and obviously, I will send it, share it with investors to say, okay, do you guys accept the game and everything and all that? Because obviously, they are the ones who's going to borrow me money, money to build the game. So basically, say by May the latest, that is where it will now go onto the phones, which is your Apple and Android.
All right, tell me, how do people get involved at this point in time, or they have to wait for the launch of this whole phenomenal system, or they can get started? You touched about investing, being an
Mm.
investor, and stuff. Can you just touch a little bit on that again?
I
I know you mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, I actually ask people now on my Facebook page, anyone that I see on my Facebook page, I ask for money, and I said, listen, this is the game that I'm building on. This is I also share them the transcript of the game, and then what happens is that we sign an agreement on the game. So basically, for if you invest, for example, say let's say 50,000 rand you put down. So that is where we say, listen, this is a startup. So we promise you about 20% per annum on the return on investment. If the game do reach its potential where we want it to be, we will actually put extra down for you in percentage terms. So that is actually what I actually tell people. So when the person comes, I take him through the game, I explain to him how it goes. I send the contract for you if you like it. We sign the agreement. At least we have documents that we have an agreement. I give this money to you to build this game, and I'm investor, and I need to have my 20% return by the end of this time. So that is actually what I'm doing. I will be glad if people can contact me via Facebook, anywhere, just actually to be investor. The doors are open now. I want actually, basically, if I can, all the finance thing is sorted out before the game get launched, because that is where the big money will come in, is the launch of the game. Because that is where we find out that you need actually a hell of a lot of money, because you must know, although the game is in a very good target market, but to get the game up on the ratings, you need to spend to get it up. So you need to get weird things, maybe a celebrity to advertise the game for you or something, or advertise it on other games to get it upstream. because it's no use we have the first game on the African soil of Forex to be is building this country and not seeing actually the world. So that is actually where I will put the money, is to finish up the game, get this game in heavy advertising, and so that we can rein in the profits.
Gustav, I feel like if you were deep in blockchain, you were going to go the route of ICO in terms of raising the funds, ICO, get people, have a token, a token where people be buying those tokens and taking the funds, especially with this. This is a powerful concept, I'll tell you, bro. This is very,
Thank you,
very
man.
powerful. It's amazing. So yeah, when you're talking about funds that have been, put into this that are needed, I feel you. I feel the pain. I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I have also other investors that do assist me on this, and trying to get the game of where it is now. But we need so much funds more, because look, to get it this far and to get the programming done of the game, that is a massive achievement, and because it looked totally impossible a few years ago. It looked impossible, and but now we got it at this far. Now we just have that final push, and I really, you know what? There's so many nonsense that come in this country. It's just if we can get this done, get it on the map, because we must now know that the forex industry is a 5 trillion industry per day, and there's no one built actually a game before in this industry.
No, that's true. That's true. Look, I'm more in support of your idea because I believe as much as we are traders and investors, we are sort of consumers. We are classified as consumers. Even if I trade and say I've made 1 million, I've made 2 million, but still the actual name is like I'm a consumer. But if you are coming with something like this, now you are tapping into the side, the section of producers, production.
That's
You're becoming a producer now. You are on the production side, which is
yeah,
it can take you from zero to billion if you do not
absolutely.
understand that. But obvious, you've been trying to bring this for the past 6 years. But tell me, why 6 years, man? It's been a long time, and you should have published it already.
You're absolutely right. Where the thing comes in, it is how the whole game connects, from the news to the movement to the central bank to the land and to the deeds. Now you need to calculate the cards, because there will be cards that will be pop up like a breaking news and economic news. And then, so for example, inflation news out of Britain. Then you need to calculate, okay, because at the end there needs to be a winner. So you need to calculate that so that the game doesn't loop, so it doesn't play the whole time. At the end, there needs to be a winner, because the currency with the strongest currency actually wins the game, because he will have all the power in the world to go around, because you need to complete a round so that your currency gets stronger. Like in Monopoly, you get money when you complete. But in this game, if you complete the round, your currency gets stronger and stronger and stronger. But it will be very difficult for you to complete the round, because you can go to jail, you can get the breaking news, and then you are out. So there's a lot of so there's a lot of things that can actually put you down. And but so all of those nitty gritty things need to be calculated. And every time you fail and you fail, and then you need more funding, you fail, you have more funding, you fail, you funding. And at the end, you're like, oh man, this thing will not work. And finally, I got it together when my son got born, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to complete this thing. And because he's going to ask me one day, what are you playing? And what are you doing on the computer? And I said, now I'm finishing it. Took a bit time to waste it also. I will not say wasted, throw money in, didn't work. And finally, now I got it right to get it on mobile phone. So it
But
is his time now.
tell me something I kind of relate to what you are doing in terms of let me put it this way: when you are building or developing such projects, it takes so much of your time, and because it takes so much of your research thinking. How do you balance it up? Like I said, I've been through a lot of projects. At one time in 2016, when I was doing this project, in fact, I was coming up with my own exchange. The
Oh,
whole 6 months, I could not really relate with my family. They felt deserted, even on the edge of divorcing and stuff, just because of my focus and concentration on the project that I was doing then. There's so much that goes into planning, strategizing. This will not work. Let me try this one. It takes so much of your time.
yeah,
How
and
do you
you're
balance
hungry
it up?
also. Exactly. The food is gone. You don't have electricity money. Look, it is extremely difficult. I can't say that you can balance it out, because, for example, now I need to wake up. I'm working until 4 a.m. in the morning, and then I need to take my son to school at 6, and then I come back, I sleep a bit, and then you're back onto work again. Money gets through.
My man, why are you narrating my story? Why are you narrating my story?
Exactly. And the thing is, it's just that you look, your marriage is literally suffering under it. I can tell you now, it is, your wife is looking at you, you are stressing here, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then people come to you, why don't you own a house? And then you're like, listen here, do you know what you are? And then they don't understand either, because they just know the norm. Have a house, have a car. You're throwing all your money in here because
Absolutely.
because the gaming industry is, I mean, it is over, just in advertising alone, 350 billion US dollars.
It's the best time to launch your project. I will tell you, it's best time to launch your project. The gaming
Exactly.
industry is getting way bigger than us.
It's
It's getting
massive.
somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And the balance thing, if you have a good wife, that is your best go. Because you will have people stab you in the back. You will have people say, listen, you're just a piece of crap. This thing doesn't work. And you will get it. And then you're sitting alone, and then your wife is just, okay, just start again. And then you go on, and then you go on, and then you go on. And if there's no electricity for it, and people think Forex traders have a lot of money. Um, the thing is, I always have the timing wrong when I need to make a bloody withdrawal. When oh, it looks like I can knock myself sometimes because you forget to do a withdrawal. Your wife will say, "Hey, there's no electricity." Then you're like,
yeah.
because you're so caught up in doing this thing, and that's the thing with men. They are like a tunnel vision. They just see this thing,
No, that's
and
true.
that's
That's
it.
true. Yeah, you're
You
right. You're
understand?
right. Yeah, you
And
you get so focused.
absolutely. But you know what? At the end, determination. And I would love to take a lot of people with me with this game, because we will go into an industry which is 5 trillion per day. There's over 400 million people trading. The forex market is well oiled up, but there's no game. There will be
Absolutely.
there will be events also where people will compete with each other. There'll be two modes. So one mode is for your children where they can play and learn about inflation and GDPs and those things. And then you will have people that will compete with each other who will be the king of Forex.
Mm,
So
mm.
so that is actually what we're building. And the best thing is there will be no manipulation. If you win the competition, it's your money. Nobody can manipulate the game. So that is where I'm going with this game, with a market of 5 trillion worth. If we can make 1 trillion, believe me, we all will be the richest people in Africa.
No,
in
that's
the world.
amazing. That's amazing, bro. It's a big project. Big ups to you. I know the pain. I know what you're going through. But tell me something in terms of business. Let me take you into business. In terms of business, you just mentioned that you have spent a lot of money on the project. How do you uh, you know um take money and say, you know what, I'm believing in this project. Let me go all in into this project. Let me put all my stuff, all my investments, all your time investments as well, all my capital into a project, and then you've got that hope, belief is gonna really do well in the future. Tell me what goes on to someone's mind, especially a business person's mind, when they are actually going all in into such project. I wanna know something, because I'm also in the same scenario whereby sometimes you find yourself going all in. You're like, what? I'm not even.
It
I'm
is.
going dry here, but I'm going all in.
It's just for me. There's two things actually. What I notice also, if you see a beggar on the street, then normally it's not that the person is actually want a house and all of those things and a car and all of those things. There's always something that haunts him that he did not complete or he did not succeed in it. It's very rare that you see a beggar that will say, no, he wants a house, he just wanted food to survive, and he wants to stay on the street. And one time I actually got that privilege actually to speaking to one of them. It's something that bothers them, and normally something that they don't complete, or they failed in it, or nobody listened to him to become successful. And the only thing is, I know for a fact, if I don't complete this game, I will never, ever, ever, ever forgive myself of not doing it. And I think I
Hmm.
will become a beggar if I don't complete this. It's just
Yeah,
that
look,
drive that
that
it
drive.
must be done.
Yeah, dream signed and sealed, signature, and it has to be delivered. It has to be, no matter what. It's between life and death.
Absolutely. And you know what? I never actually had this game on my own podcast. You are the first person that I actually share this information.
Look, we are a channel, Empire Crypto TV. We breaking news, what's happening, what's trending around the world, what's happening. Thank you so much. That's inspirational. That's
Yeah.
that's that's amazing, bro.
Thanks so
All
much,
right,
man.
I've
Really
got
appreciate it.
someone here. Palmer says this game is going to be game changer for the industry. I've always said exciting stuff for Reiaan. Ah,
Ah,
wonderful.
Deirdre. Nice. Thank you, Deirdre.
Yeah, look, gaming industry is just started, and you launching at the right time when everyone is talking about the gaming industry. So yeah, please push up, bruh. April is around the corner. Do not postpone time, but of course I know,
What?
especially the developers and stuff. Sometimes we end up even shouting at them, guys, what's happening, guys? I had a project when I was doing with the Chinese. No, not the Chinese, the Indians.
Uh-huh.
There were times when I felt these guys do not understand English. You send an email, the guys will pretend, or they will act as if, they will act different. Developers, they feel like they know everything. They feel like they know what you want. But no, this is not what I want. I've got my own ideology, my own thing that I want. No, not what you. I understand you are a developer, but help me with my idea, not with your idea of what I think.
I fully understand. I fully understand. And the thing is, these gamers, they just know gaming. Now I come from the Forex industry, and these guys don't know Forex.
Yeah.
So you need to explain first how the forex market worked. Oh,
Mm.
my
Oh
man.
yes, yes, yes. I know what you mean, man. It
Oh,
takes so much, and if you are
it,
not there, I can guarantee you, if you're not there to explain, they will do some. They will take another route, whereby
exactly.
after some time, when they've developed something, you come, you like, guys, no, this is not the way. They would have taken a different route, you know.
Absolutely. And then you're like, no, guys, I want it this way, not
This
that way.
way, not
And
that
especially
way.
when it gets to the central bank, that is where it gets heavy because I needed to explain the central bank to them and how it behaves.
How it functions, how it works, the
And
inflows, the outflows, how the central banks, how you want the central bank to be connected to your game, and how, what
exactly.
you feel like, how you are the developer yourself.
You know what? At least I can laugh about it now with you because you exactly experienced the same. And it is actually it is daunting because you have to sit and you stress here. And like now again, it's another late night shift with me with the gamers. And and really, you're sitting and then you just luckily that you have a very good wife that can help you through this, and she definitely understand what is going through.
All right, tell me, who inspires you, man, on this journey? Who do you look up to and say, this is my inspiration person? Okay, obvious, guys, throughout your seminars, you always tell us that you need a mentor, you need someone that you look up to, you need someone who's way ahead of you. Who
Mhm.
is your inspirational person that you look up to? Who, you know, you will give you that energy?
Yeah, it is very funny. I was always a Donald Trump fan. I'm still a Donald Trump fan,
Okay,
and
okay, okay.
I just like his ruthlessness. And whether he was coming from a comeback where he was totally broken, then he came back. And then one person was telling me, yeah, but his father was rich and gave him $1 million. And then that is where he got back on his feet. I said, and so I answered the guy, I said, listen, if they give you $1 million today, will you become the next Donald Trump? If they give you $1 million today, of course not, because you will buy the first car or you will eat at the most luxurious restaurant. You will build nothing with that 1 million rand. I just like the guy because he's characteristic. He's powerful. He show it, and he's not afraid of talking. And he will say it how it is. I was actually reading quite a lot of his books. It's not like these new billionaires that we have now. These guys are more worried about their own legacy. They are not telling the truth. Like also Dan Penner. Oh, the guy is brilliant. He just said in your face of how it is, and that is actually the best businessman that I actually like. Say it how it is. Don't come with tossed and turns when it gets to business. Say it how it is so that people understand it is not easy to get there. Don't come like, oh, you will get there one day. No,
No, yeah, man.
it will look like
Say
you
it
will
as
never
it
get
is.
there. Yes, say it how it is. It's difficult. You will cry at night and say, I forgot electricity. There's no electricity. It's struggle. It's a struggle. Say it how it is. Don't come with beautiful stories.
Christopher, thank you so much, Rian, for sharing your stories with us, the fundamentals. We learned a lot about the economies of the world, the current situation in Russia and Ukraine. And of course, I'm more excited about you sharing your Forex game with us. Yeah, it's mind booking, so they say. So yeah, look, it's great. Please give us. We just over an hour now. Please give us
Oh,
some tips as your closing remarks. Give us some tips about the markets. Make someone strong out there. Give them that highlights,
mhm.
positive attitude of how they can approach this market, of things that they must be aware of, and what's the future of this whole financial market as a whole.
Yep. Look, the financial market will always be there, and it always gets better as time goes on. It's get easier because look, now I built the game to make it easier for people. So as time progresses, it will get easier for people understanding. What people must do, they must be patient with themselves when they are trading, and that's the key element. Don't race with other people that you want to be. You have your own car and whatever, and all of those things. We all want that. That's fine, but it's not everybody learns at the same page. Not everybody do things at the same page. You need to do things at your own pace, and that is actually for all beginners and traders that actually starts to trade. You will get there, but it's extremely difficult, and you have to fight with yourself. I'm sure it's all this knocks around that I got from the forex industry, which I can sit now today with the game. You will get smacked the hell out of you when you are trading. So you just have to patient, get up, work again, get up, work again, get up, work again. It's really terrible. You don't want to wake up in the morning. You just feel like sleeping sometimes. You don't want to face the world anymore. But there needs to be something that can push you forward. Get that something that can push you forward. Whether it's a trading, whether it's a new trade that you want to take, or whether some project that you are busy with. But get something to inspire yourself every day. I don't know what, maybe you like animals or anything, but just get something to inspire you to get up every day so that you can pursue with life every day.
Thank you so much, Rian. Thank you very much. It was amazing, man. I wasn't expecting this. It was more than expectation, and
It's good.
it's good to talk to to the players in the industry, to the people who are moving the same journey in the space,
Mhm.
having dreams, having goals, going somewhere,
Mhm.
having those big dreams, especially when you start talking about projects, production,
Yeah.
you are
Mhm.
talking to me. I always emphasize, especially on my post, that you know what, as much as we are consumers, as much as we are doing all what we are doing, but at the end
Mhm.
of the day, you need your own project. You need your own staff, your own business, your own project that you are developing, and say, all right,
Absolutely.
this is what I'm developing. Whatever is happening, whatever we're doing, it's good. It gives us
Yeah.
fuel, and in fact, it's giving us capital. But at the end of
Exactly.
the day, create your own project, have your own project, because at the end of time, um
Yeah.
the businesses that we might be promoting or that we might be doing, those guys are getting billions. They will, at the end of time, they will be billionaires, while you are still a millionaire or multi-millionaire. So
Exactly. Exactly. And people must also like your startups, your small businesses and all that. Excuse me. If you want to invest in it, like for example with the story of the game, you can talk to the person directly. And that is actually where people get extremely rich. If you invest in startups, not in a
absolutely,
company of Old Mutual, it's Old Mutual is done and dusted.
it's
So
gone.
exactly. So it's startups. That is where you push your money in, and that's why I say any type of money, whether the person have a 1,000 rand, 2,000 rand, we send that contract for you. You sign it. It's there. You are in the investment scheme of it. That is actually what I'm trying to do now with the game. Is getting a lot of people into it, and at least, as they say, that is actually where maybe it will come to that point of share the wealth. But obviously, you need to bring yourself to the party.
Christoph, thank you so much, Brian. We shall meet again. Hopefully, you get to come again into the show, and we discuss more derivatives, more things.
Exactly. No, man, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Okay, super. Thank you so much. All right, that was Reiaan Hobson. He shared a lot, guys. Please show us some love, guys. He shared a lot. So much information, guys, in one night. You get to know about the stock market, the fundamentals, the situation happening in Russia, all those things. they were shared here on the platform. Guys, if you just joined us, you can always go back into YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe on our channel, Empire Crypto TV. Subscribe, and then you get to watch this show. You share it with other people. We share with your friends. They can learn one or two things that was shared on the platform. Thank you so much. Let's meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day, 7 p.m. It is. Thank you.